Hi, my name's Stacy, and this is my introduction video. So hi, really happy to be working with Smiley GN. It's been really fun so far, getting to meet all the students and having conversations with them every week, and really getting to know them, and they get to know me. It's really nice to talk to everyone. I'm really happy to be doing my introduction for this. So I guess I'll share my screen and start telling you a little bit about myself. I don't think this is going to be very long, but let's go. So, as I said, my name is Stacy. I'm from Canada. I'm actually from the east coast of Canada, Nova Scotia, which is way over on the east coast here. I'm from a small town called Halifax. I actually grew up just outside of Halifax, but I moved to Halifax for university. I studied Asian studies and history while in university in Halifax. And if you've never been to Halifax, this is what it looks like. It's kind of a harbor city. We actually have a sister city in Japan, Hakodate. So I guess we're kind of similar to Hakodate in that we're a port city and we have like a citadel in the city that has star-shaped. You can kind of see it on this hill here in the video. So yeah, I've been in Japan for about 9 years now. While I was living in Canada, I grew up with a brother in the countryside and my family, and spent a lot of time playing in the woods and swimming in the lake, that sort of thing. Moved out of my parents' house for university, and a couple years through my university degree, I was given an opportunity to teach English in Japan for a year. So I did that, and after a year I came back to my hometown. I went back to my hometown, and I missed Japan so much. For 10 years I thought about Japan all the time. So eventually, after 10 years of being in Canada, I finally came back to Japan. My plan was to stay here for 2 years, but like I said, it's been almost 9 years now that I've been here. So yeah. I've also lived in Toronto in Canada for a little bit. Yeah, so let me see, I have some pictures here. This is me about to attempt to climb Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, didn't make it to the top. I was climbing with a bunch of friends from university, actually. We were all climbing for Canada's 150th birthday, and we didn't make it to the top. Some people did. Some of us didn't, because there was a thunderstorm and we were too scared. So we decided to head back down the mountain. I was doing a Spartan race, which is like a obstacle course race. I was doing Spartan races and running for a couple of years. Spartan races are super fun. If you ever get a chance to do one, I highly recommend it. I got introduced to them through my now husband. We met before we started doing Spartan races, but he did a Spartan race and I went and watched. And after that, I was like, I want to do Spartan races. So yeah, this is my husband and I at our little wedding party. We didn't have a big wedding, just a little dinner party. Yeah, so that's my life in Japan so far. We have a daughter. She's going to be 2 very soon. She takes up most of my time, as 2-year-olds tend to do. Let's see what else. These days, when I have free time, I'm really interested in tech. So I've been going to a lot of tech conferences. I went to Adobe Max conference when it was in Japan last year. It was really exciting. And I also do a lot of cooking. My husband and I are both vegan, so that's kind of encouraged us to learn to cook a lot of new foods that maybe we wouldn't have tried cooking before. So it's been a really fun adventure figuring out how to cook foods that we normally cook or would have cooked before we were vegan, but learning how to cook them as vegans. So it's been really fun. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. Yeah, so that's my life up until now, I guess. For the future, I'm hoping to get to meet lots of new people. I want to travel more in my life. I haven't traveled very much. I've always been busy with work I spent a lot of time teaching here in Japan, and that teaching takes up a lot of time. You don't get a lot of free time. And when you're living overseas, tends to be that when you travel, you go back home. Like when you have that time, you travel home. You don't travel to another country. So I'm hoping in the future I get to travel a lot more. There's lots of countries I would like to see. So if you have gone to some cool countries, I would love to hear all about it. So that's it for me, and I hope to meet you in some of our lessons. Bye.